Hello and welcome in. Oh my gosh, I'm already excited to see you guys inside of the chat. Welcome to the Level Up. It is Sunday and we are here with an amazing live stream full of so much energy. Let's talk about that energy today. Oh my gosh, bringing it in with us. We have a Slots of Ben bringing all that live stream energy in with us. Welcome in, Slots of Ben.
Hi.
And then directly next to Slots of Ben, we have the beautiful Yo Ange bringing in her level of energy. Welcome in, Yo Ange.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Preston Thomas, Chumba Queen, Gamblers Unknown, Cindy A, Chris and Lou Slots. We appreciate seeing all of you guys here this evening. How are you guys doing? Slots of Ben, Yo Ange, how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good. We had we did a live stream today out in Coney Island in the rain.
Nice. How did that go? In the rain?
It was raining today, but it was opening day at Luna Park, and yeah, I can't miss that. I got to go out to the beach and check it out. It's where all the rides and the amusement rides are and stuff like that. But it's opening day, and that's like the start of spring here.
So fun.
Nice. That's exciting. You came off of a live to give us instructions on how to do our lives. We love it. Slots of Ben, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks. I did my live this morning, both of them, and they went really well. The YouTube one was just so much fun, and I wasn't able to sneak out of the casino without playing one machine, but I did take off pretty much after that, and I've just been chilling all day, just waiting to be on here, and I'm so excited.
Love it. And I'm so excited for this panel. That's what I'm excited about. You guys bring so much energy, and I love it. Let's bring in our third and final panelist. Oh my gosh. Did I say third and final? My miscount?
You did.
Let's bring in the fourth and final panelist with all of his energy, you guys. He actually needs no introduction. Let's bring him into the stream. Oh, okay. You don't want me to bring him in? That's how much
get him in here.
Get it in here. Come on.
Come on now.
Do it.
Oh, see, I got to keep the suspense up. That's what's happening. I have to keep the suspense going.
You're cracking me up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Sister, what's going on? Hey, it's the gambler from the car.
What up?
What's going on? So glad to
welcome in.
So cool.
After dark.
Thank you so much for inviting me tonight. This is kind of late for me. It's early for y'all. It's past my bedtime, but I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's so glad to put.
It's your bedtime.
Yes. I get up at 4 a.m.
Okay.
So anybody that posts after 8 from 4 till 5:30, I'm drinking my coffee. I watch y'all's videos then. But it's so glad to put a face with Yang there. Am I saying your name right? Yo Ange. So good to put a face with you. And for Slots of Ben, I kind of figured you would look like that. And I'm a hat collector, so I've got several of them you're wearing.
That's awesome.
But thank you, Slot Sister.
Of course, we could not have a stream about live streaming without bringing in the one and only, the high energy, the Gambler After Dark. That had to happen.
Thank you.
So you guys, we are all here to talk about live streaming basics, and I'm so excited to hear from each of you guys. I know the Gambler After Dark it's a little late on his side. I would love to start with him on the basics of live streaming that you would give to a new channel creator on any of the platforms, and then we'll move it to Yoange and up to Slots of Ben. I can't wait. I got my pencil ready for notes. The Gambler After Dark, your advice for us.
Okay, well, thank you for that. And I actually like your number one talking point. When I read it the other day ago, I was like, she's right on point. Okay, first of all, and let's start with this person right here. And if one of your moderators can put it up, it's a new channel. It's DIA Slots channel. Do you say that Di or D? She's a new slot channel. She had about 70 friends. We got her about 10 or 12 today. I'm hoping one of your moderators will put up her link and we can get her to 100. Now, real quick, with the slot community and the scratch community, there's some subtle differences, but 80% of it is we're all gambling. But like in the slot community, you want to do more videos and an occasional live or once a week live. In the slot community, I would say do more lives and a once a week video. That's my opinion on the differences there. But now, having said that, I've had over 5 years, 3 channels. One was banned from YouTube, and I'm doing the same thing I'm doing right now. I can tell you all about strikes and what you can't do and what you can do. I get emails from people, Gambler, I'm going to do my first live stream. Do you have any suggestions? And I love when I hear that because that's an open mind. Okay. Now, occasionally I'll stumble upon a video, and all of y'all have done this, and they're new and they're like, well, I'm thinking about doing my first live. Well, I'll leave a comment with 3 or 4 suggestions then. Some people will take that and run. Some will come back and email you. And I've actually been told before, I got this. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And they made
Where were you
comment.
online? Where were
They
you
made
online?
the comment. They made the comment. It's just like doing a video, which that scared me to death. Okay. And so this is real basic with a new channel, real basic. This is the first thing I tell people right off the bat. First of all, if you're in the scratching community, I would get to 250 or 300 before I did my first live. In the slot community, maybe 100, 150, get you a base so you don't show up and 3 people show up and your feelings are hurt. I've learned this 2-3 years ago. I used to worry about, are the tickets going to win? You can't, get a hand pay or a bonus unless the machine gives it to you. I've learned in doing live streams that the 2 things I can't control, who shows up and if the tickets win. But I do think it's a choice to have fun. So I go into every live stream, we're going to have fun, and whatever happens, happens. And, stuff happens in my chat that, like I said, it just, I can't. People tell me it's like a family reunion, so that makes me feel good. But with a new channel, the very first thing I tell them to do is you need to do a test, okay? And there's 3 ways to do a test. You can do it in private, do a 15-minute test, come up, point the camera at the tabletop, chat, zoom in, zoom out, then you can rewatch it and delete it. You can do it unlisted and send it to Slot Sister or the Gambler, and then we can say, hey, this was good, that was bad. I prefer for people to go live in public. Okay. Now keep in mind, most new people are going to freak out. You do not have to be on camera. Okay. Do you have a dog? Do you have a cat? You can put it on them, the countertop, anything, 15 minutes, because you add another element and it's called chat. You don't see that on private. So, you'll start seeing chats pop up. And if you put in your title testing, people are very understanding. They'll come over and encourage you and build you up, and that's very important. But 15 minutes is it. Zoom in, zoom out, tell people when you're planning on going live, read a few chats, then end the stream, rewatch it, and then delete it. That to me is the best thing that anybody could do. Do it, like I said, you don't have to be on camera. I get people I don't want to be on camera. I totally understand that. But let me tell you about the girl real quick, and I'll pass this on. She told me she got this, okay? And she had a lot of potential, and I've been encouraging her. One thing my mama told me a long time ago, words of encouragement only cost you, words of encouragement cost you nothing. You're just moving your lips. One word of discouragement can cost you everything. And listen to this. Don't tell nobody. Silence is discouragement. What do women say all the time? Your husband will say, oh, you know I love you, but they still want to hear that. Silence is discouragement. So all of us, anybody that's monetized, we need to be, sticking our hand out trying to help these new channels, because as the community grows, my channel grows. But this girl told me she had it. She went live. The first thing she did when she came up and went live, the picture was sideways. So she's in full panic mode. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I tell everybody that asks for it, that emails me, turn off all devices. If you've already done the test, you won't be sideways. Turn off all devices, lock the kids in a room. Well, she's got a TV blaring in the background, copyright. 5 minutes in, the kids come screaming into the window. It was a total nightmare. She's since left YouTube. Okay. But I honestly believe if you have a bad experience, and I've seen a couple and they won't live stream no more because they had a bad experience. So I think it's real important. You can be prepared for an opportunity and not have one, or you can have an opportunity and be prepared. So be prepared.
Preparation. That's a huge point. Oh my goodness. I love your advice on a 15-minute live stream. Kind of wish I would have done that when I first went live.
I did a 3.5-hour live.
3.5 hour live. You didn't.
I laid on the floor and was not, when the live stream was over, I was sweating profusely. Also, too, don't do no giveaways and don't do no playing for anybody. Come on. Oh yeah. Let me finish with that. 45 minutes to an hour max. Don't kill yourself in the first live. You know what I'm saying? Have we ever been to a movie? And we all have, and I'm hoping to go to a movie real soon with Slot Sister. Just kidding there. But when the movie's over, you're like, oh my God, I wish it wasn't over. That's the way you want your live. Don't be like watching one of them movies and I'm so glad this is over. So it's better to leave a little early on a live stream, the first or second, than to run it into the ground. That's it. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Wow, I definitely love that. And your advice to new streamers that are going live on any platform.
Well, I'll tell you, he's right about doing the test. Absolutely. I did a test just to make sure my equipment was working. I knew what the hell I was doing, things like that. And this was before I could actually use YouTube directly. I had to use Streamlabs or Prism or something along those lines. They're not as intuitive. So definitely do the test. Absolutely. The other thing I think is kind of make a plan. What are you going to do on your live stream and things like that? It's, going into a live stream and just kind of shooting from the hip. I mean, that's what I did on my test. But I found that if you have some kind of plan that you're going to follow, be open to the opportunity of other things happening, but have some kind of plan of what are you going to do? Because you get out there and the first time you don't know what you're going to do. And then you're like stumbling and fumbling, and then you don't know what you're talking about. And how do I do this and that stuff? Have some kind of idea of what you're going to do is what I kind of say. And it's like worked. I mean, I kind of finessed it a little bit more. And then the other thing I say to people, if you're going to start doing this, as everybody has said and everybody's heard, be super consistent. That's
Amen.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I don't care if you go live once a week, if you go live twice a week, or whatever you're going to do it consistently. And that could mean do it the same time, do it the same day, because you know what? YouTube knows this. People know this. Think of yourself. You are a show. People aren't watching TV as they used to watch TV.
Yeah.
And YouTube is now, YouTube and TikTok and all these other things are now the television. You are the show. And when you guys remember back when you used to watch your show and you'd be like, I'm going to watch, I don't know, Real Housewives, blah, blah, blah. It's on this time at this time at night. And then that show stopped. And then you were all upset because the show's over and you weren't going to watch anymore. You guess what happened? Well, you got over it and then you moved on. You don't want your people to move on. You want them to keep watching you. So be consistent. And if that means you're creating a video from a live stream or something, you better have something up there consistently. That's the biggest thing that I found. Be consistent.
Love that. Love that idea.
Yeah.
These are great ideas and suggestions for new YouTubers streaming. Slots have been. You are on a different platform for the majority of your live streams. What advice do you have to new streamers?
Yeah, I mean, doing a test you know, is of course it's such a great way to kind of get a feel for it. I don't. It's funny you were talking about like the video was sideways, Gambler After Dark, because I couldn't get that damn thing right for like 3 weeks. I
We've
had
all been there.
this, and then I'm going like this, and no matter what, it was upright. I even had James Cash out with me, and like we were both looking at it, and yeah, now I got it. You have to do the thing, then you turn it. It's the whole thing. But and that's what you learn on your test. And you know, for my first TikTok live, I had just gotten a hand pay, and I was sitting there kind of bored, waiting for her to get paid. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. Why not? And for the first maybe 20 to 30 minutes, I had 40 to 50 people watching. And for me, that was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm getting a feel for it. And you know, for going live on TikTok, if you want to try that a couple times, do it on some off hours so you can get a feel for it, because it's really different than YouTube. And I wasn't aware of that when I started going on YouTube last month. I've done about 5 of them now, and I'm starting to really get it down. But, you know, with TikTok, I'm sitting back, it's upright, and I'm just reading the chat, doing this, doing that. And it's just very fast, and there's so much going on. And with YouTube, it's more structured and it's more calm and relaxed. At least for me, you know, it's it's fun, and you know, I can you know, go nuts on it. But yeah, definitely the test. And like I don't know, Joanne, did you steal my notes? Yeah, going at a time every week. And so excuse me, sorry. Yesterday, I decided to go to the casino in the morning. I was up, wired, and I was like, I'm going. And I did a live, and I went at like 6:30 in the morning on TikTok. It was totally random. And I literally had people the whole time saying, what's today? Sunday? It's not Sunday. So the fact that people know that I'm on Sundays at 9 a.m. on TikTok, I thought it was a really cool thing. And it took a good couple months to get that rhythm going. But yeah. I really wish there were time slots that we could all kind of plug into, but I mean, that's a whole nother show. But being consistent, like you said, being on at 9 a.m. every Sunday without fail, that's super important because people know, and people
exactly. You are what they share their morning coffee with at 9 a.m. They want to sit there with their coffee and do it. And if I don't go live, and I'm usually like 11:30 or something midweek, and if I don't go live, I have people messaging me, are you doing the live? What's going on? Are you okay? Like they're literally messaging me, and I'm like, I'll go live, okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then like the other thing is you had to work, like I worked.
So those are already for the streamers that are just coming on. Let's do a part B to this question. For existing streamers, what would you suggest to existing streamers that have done videos but want to now start going live?
Am I up? Okay, I'll use the example of me, and like I said,
we'll go in the row. We'll go in the
row. Like we were talking about, and what they just said, consistency is key. And I do this. Keep in mind, at one time I was doing 7 videos a week, Monday through Sunday, a live on Saturday, and sometimes a live on Sunday. I used to do Friday nights and a live on Sunday mornings. Okay, I've done both on Facebook. 4 years ago, my channel was bigger on Facebook. I had more people online than I have on YouTube. Okay, I kind of backed off from that. I got a footprint on TikTok, and I keep a footprint on Facebook. But YouTube is I use all that to push people to YouTube. I love Facebook's picture quality. I like having the people, they can't hide in the bushes. Their names are across the top. The delay is a killer. I'm too high strung because I'm 2 tickets ahead of the chat, you know, so it's a killer for me. But what you hear and I would do this if I was any of y'all on YouTube at least once a week, even in the slot community, and Slotty D does this. You'll see Chris and Lou do this, but Slotty D in particular, she puts up regular videos. Okay, I'm a firm believer. If I just go to work on Monday, then I get a 1-day paycheck. But if I put on 4 or 5 videos, same way as going 4 or 5, whatever little it is, money stacks, you know, pennies, dollars, whatever, it stacks. But what you hear, and it's over and over and over in my videos at the beginning, live Saturday night at 7. I don't even have to do that anymore because my audience knows that. But I think that's critical for you to, you know, I get people, they'll email me, Gambler, if you could just shout me out, my channel would take off. I disagree with that. The
Exactly.
great shout out for you is you. Now I can assist you with that. I can assist you with that, but you know, 98% of the success of your channel is not up to YouTube. It's up to you.
Absolutely.
You know, I have people tell me that YouTube is against them. I disagree with that.
I am 100% with you on that, Gambler.
But you know, and I'll give you an example. Say Slot Sister is going to the casino on Friday night. Now you could throw that video up on Tuesday. I honestly believe some people, especially when they're shouting out and they're doing their community posts, they're way ahead of when they do it. I would be no more than 24 hours. If you do a community, let me give you an example. You're going live tonight, and I go by Eastern Standard Time, and I think even if I'm on your coast, I'd be by Eastern Standard Time because I believe there's morning, lunch, and dinner watch YouTube. But some people are only on in the morning because their kids are gone to school and different reasons. But post at 7 or 8 in the morning on your community post, you're going live. Okay, at 6:30, then that announcement goes off. You're going live in 30 minutes. Then you go live. They get 3 in one day versus putting it on Tuesday. And then you think by Friday, I've remembered anybody that's going live. No, but in the slot community or the scratching community, I would be putting on a video 24 hours before. Do anything. It can be, you know, anything, but you can edit in, you know, I'm going live at so-and-so time or whatever. Slotty D's good with that. Chris and Lou is good with that. I think that's critical to call it self-promotion, whatever. But, you know, you're being consistent. And in the slot community, people tend to pop up a little more. Going back to Ben's question, 4 years ago, we actually had somebody trying to do a calendar so none of the channels would be crossing over. There's too many people on now. Back then, you could do it. You could do it back then, but you can't now. When I go live on Saturday night at 7 o'clock and I'm on for an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, that's to me is a good stream, an hour and a half at the most. It's not me getting tired. I don't want to exhaust my audience, and I want to be respectful that they may want to go to another live stream. But between 7 and 10 o'clock, there's 7 to 10 live streams going on and other ones popping up. So, you know, to me, competition is good. I'm a firm believer, and I tell this to my people over at Gambler Nation, and people ask me, what is Gambler Nation? Gambler Nation is all of us. It's not me. It's all of us that gamble and have a good time. And, you know, keep in mind, you can be a cooking channel, you can be a chat channel, whatever, you're part of Gambler Nation. But if you're on my live and your favorite streamer goes live, you know, please go. I don't want you to stay at my stream if there's somewhere else you need to be. We'd like to know when you leave so we could thank you for coming. And I have several people that watch 2 or 3 streams at a time. 2 of my moderators moderate on 2 streams at the same time. So, you know, just be consistent. Go live at a certain time. You know, like I said, don't beat your audience down by, you know, we're all gonna have that 2-hour live stream. You know, I thought one of the and let me say this about live streaming real quick. Slot Sister said she was going to be on 10 or 15 minutes to kind of set things up. I think it takes a minimum, and I agree with that, Slot Sister, but you'll see this when you come up live. The first 10 or 15 minutes, you're chatting, hello, what's going on? So really to establish a stream, it takes 30 minutes. So really to do a live, you really want to be in the 45 minute to an hour, because the first 10 or 15 minutes, you're going to be chatting, you know, then you're going to get into the slots or whatever, you know. So, you know, keep that in mind. You know, you don't want to come up and be instantly into the slots. Now, let me say this. Now, I'm 60-year-old man, and Ben, you know, you're kind of handsome over there, but I'm being
not bad, right?
But when we look at Slot Sister and we look at our other lady guest here, and Lolo, when you come up with the thumbnail with one of you ladies in the picture, you know, I say 2 things win in all videos: a lady in the thumbnail or your favorite pet. Who doesn't like a cat or a dog? Come on, you know,
I tried putting my cats in the thumbnails. Nowhere. It was like a 3%.
No, my point is, and I Googled this Before I ever did my first Facebook Live several years ago, I Googled this because I didn't know how to live stream on Facebook. I'd live streamed on YouTube, and I Googled how to live stream on Facebook. Of course, it sent me to the world's largest search engine, YouTube, which is owned by Google. Excuse me,
Right.
Google owns YouTube. It sent me there. You know what they said? The first 30 to 45 seconds, whatever you're doing that night, have the picture on it. Okay, like, I'll come up and, we're doing a 50X or 100X or 200X ticket. The first 30 to 40 seconds, remember the people that are coming to your live stream, they're coming. They love Slot Sister. They love Yo. They love Ben. They're coming. But think about your rewatches. They decide in the first 30 to 40 seconds when they click on if they're going to rewatch. I used to post the day after, the next morning after my live stream, I was killing my views. So I don't post on Sunday no more because it'll double or triple Sunday morning, Sunday evening. We got UK watching us, guys. There's 5 hours difference, y'all are 3 hours difference. When I go live at 7 o'clock, what are they doing in Cali at 4? Most of y'all are working. You got to get home, get the kids, stuff like that. At the end of my stream, it's the biggest it could ever be. If I went at 9 or 10 o'clock, my streams would be a lot bigger. But, we got to think, when you're streaming about the people who rewatch, and that's where your first 30 to 45 seconds, I talk about what we're going to do. Then I go into all the hellos and stuff. Now, if I was a pretty lady like one of y'all, then I might come up with me in the camera, but nobody wants to see me. They want to see what we're doing. And that's what I learned from YouTube and live streaming. But be consistent and just have fun. If you don't have the expectations of 2-3 years ago, I had the expectations I had to win. Well, it wasn't no fun no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I got past that, and people kept telling me, there's a guy, Scratching Wizard down in Florida, and he's kept whispering in my ear. I got over 100 people's text numbers. They would text me, and he said, Gambler, we're having a blast in the chat. We care less. If you get a boom, you'll get our attention. Till then, we're going to chat. And I had to realize that the chat was 50% of the stream. I used to think it was 5%. And once I realized that how important the chat was, I told them a whole different thing. We can have average wins, we can have losers, but we can still have fun. Sorry about that.
I love that. And I'm going to interject here really quick because we have some really great questions coming through on the chat, and we are going to address those in the last 15 minutes of the stream. I just want to let you guys know we're not ignoring you. We will get to that chat. But the Slot Drop has a good question. He says, do the hosts have a recommended time range for live? Also, can Slots of Ben give us TikTok rules for live streaming?
Yeah. Hey, I know that Slot Drop just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. That's awesome. Congrats, because that's the threshold for going live. For me, that first time I went live on TikTok, I was at 8:30, and I realized that from 8:30 to 9 a.m., I just had those 50 people, but at 9 a.m., it jumped from like 50 to 1,000 in like the first 5 minutes. I went back the next week. Okay, so here's where we're getting to some rules for TikTok. Nobody knows exactly the rules, but I'll tell you this. It's not legal. And that's what's really strange. There are hundreds of slot accounts on TikTok, but it's not legal. I was just talking to this girl the other day, Friday. Her husband and her both got their accounts deleted. He had 120,000 followers, and she had 27,000 followers.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I remember the next week I went to Yamava, and right at 9 o'clock, I jumped on, and 15 minutes later, I got cut. They just cut your stream. And the title of it was Morning at the Casino. And I didn't think about it. So a couple weeks later, same thing. But I did it for way too long. And this is actually why I keep my TikTok streams to an hour. And I was on for an hour and a half, and I got cut. But I also named it, Hey, I'm at the casino. So keywords like that, casino, gambling, keep that out of the title. I put today is the day, have fun morning, really kind of easygoing stuff. A lot of people put
things that. Can you name the casino?
What's that?
Can you put the name of the casino or no?
I don't. And I actually never even say the word casino in my live stream. I try to make a joke about it and call it the C word. And sometimes I slip. But some people say that the when the bonus is totaling, that the algorithm picks that up. That hasn't happened to me, I don't think. Well, yeah, it hasn't, because I've had a lot of bonuses total. So I don't know exactly what gets you cut. I do move around a lot, which I think helps. And, I go to different machines. So in case the algorithm is kind of weaving its way through, it looks and it sees a picture of a floor. So it's not going to cut me. So maybe that's it. But I have been so lucky this year with not getting cut. And it was just, I've had 2 friends on TikTok that have gotten their accounts completely deleted because of slot machines. And
I wondered about that for you guys.
Yeah. I'm shadow banned. Ben, you know what I mean by shadow banned right now? I got about another week to go on TikTok. I put the word YouTube in there. I'm trying to push people to YouTube, so they'll do it for that. Some of the sites, any site that has a girl in a bikini, I go to. Just messing with y'all. But also too, anything U.S. military, whatever, the American flag, I go comment on. You can get shadow banned. Whereas and just for y'all that don't know, along the lines of what Ben was saying, is for 30 days, 28 to 30 days. I mean, I put up a $5,000 claimer. I got 14 views. I got views on there at 55,000. So they're not sending it out, and they'll do that for so long. I'm in the 3rd week, so I got about 1 more week while I'm standing in the corner. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if I may, my main account is locked on private. None of my videos go to the For You page, which is really a bummer. And you can see on February 6th, that's when it happened, because all my videos before that, I had, big numbers on views. But my backup account, I had a video that had 200 views, all from the FYP. So, I'm locked on private. Maybe it's the violations, by the way, when you get cut, stay for 180 days, 6 months.
Yeah.
So you're screwed if you get cut on TikTok. And I've got 3 left, because one of them dinged me twice in one stream, which I didn't even contest it because I'm afraid to. And that's the thing too. We think we're maybe afraid because the guidelines have us there with, and I'm so sorry, I don't want to offend anybody. Human trafficking is in the same sentence as gambling. It's insane. What is the deal? So, and I feel so free too when I'm on YouTube. I can say the word casino. It's crazy. But yeah, so the shadow banning thing, look, I've talked to a lot of people, because once that happened in February with the account, none of my videos go into the FYP. You search for Slots of Ben in the search, nothing comes up except my backup account. It's very odd.
Wow, that is really got to be super. I can't even imagine.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Wow.
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that.
That's anyway. But that's good. That's good information for those that are traveling over to the TikTok community. That is good information to have. I didn't know half of that.
Be prepared for that.
Good information.
Absolutely.
And you are doing an amazing job on the YouTube platform.
So cool.
With your live streams.
I'm growing pretty well. I mean, I got my 1,000. Thank you, Winter Storm Keenan. And that, like, talking to Gambler when he says, an hour and a half, that day, that live stream, I think we totaled, like, honestly, 5 hours.
Yeah, well, that happened.
Everything. But that was like nobody was live streaming. And Joe my husband is a little crazy, and regardless, we would have been out live streaming. We would have been out driving in the winter storm anyway, because he's crazy and he likes that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, this is what I said. I made a plan that year that I said, if I ever ask my question, should I go live? If I ask myself that question, then I need to be live, because I'm already asking and thinking about it. Why am I not? So that's what happened. And I said, I'm taking advantage. I'm going to go live. By that afternoon, I had 1,000. I made my 1,000. I was at like 600 or something like that. Got to the 1,000 in that one afternoon. And that was on January 29th, February 2nd. I got monetized.
That's fantastic.
Amazing.
I had 1,000, and now I just hit 1,800. So it's like, it's growing and stuff. But like I said, I made a plan, and just, being consistent, and like, if I'm not, like, I wanted to introduce different times and different days, and people just ask that question, what time is the best to go live? You need to know your audience.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know. Who is your audience? My audience is so broad. And I mean, it goes from India, UK, Canada. I've got people in there from the Netherlands and all over the place, and the West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. It's all over the place and stuff. So, I mean, I have, lives during the week that are around 11:30, whatever, that kind of, I get out of the apartment. And then I now post, I make sure, like you said, Gambler, I absolutely do not post your scheduled stream too far in advance. I post that morning. This is what I'm going to do. And this
Amen.
is I make a cute little thumbnail. It'll probably change by the end of that after I'm done with my live stream, but there's a thumbnail. And that's what happens. And then people are all there. They're already waiting for me when I get there. If I get there, there's probably like 50 people already there wondering what we're going to do and stuff. So,
That's
I mean,
amazing.
I think it's good to, like, yes, you like to be live at a certain time, but if you want to work other times in there, absolutely do it. But, make sure you let them know, and don't get discouraged that, oh, this isn't doing as well as the other ones. Guess what? Those have turned out to be some of our best live streams now, because they know, and they're like, oh, this is like the special one of the week or something and stuff. And so that's what we do. I try to keep it fresh, and
people will set their schedule around your live stream. It's a big deal. Saturday night when I go live, there's people that, they told the husband, hey, order DoorDash because I'm not cooking, or what. Really, I get these type of things. And people look forward to coming and seeing it. Years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, time flies. Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I was in front of the TV. It was American Idol when it was fresh. I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't doing nothing. It's the same way with our lives. Once you get consistent with it, people come. People are watching me on the big screen. I have to keep this in mind. They have children in the room. We're not GDing and MFing over here.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have to have some sense of responsibility. We know there's some crazy stuff, especially on TikTok, but YouTube has some stuff that, I just wouldn't do on my channel. I edited, I don't know how much Yo got to see. I had my biggest win tonight right before this. It's right in line with y'all's hand pays, my biggest win. But when I made the premiere, I said some stuff, and it was all OMG and OM Jesus. But some Christian might get offended and start reporting me. So I edited that out and took all the fun out of the video. But I had to do that because I felt it in my gut. You know what I'm saying? That I might, because I'm spontaneous, guys. There's no, you come to my lives over, we hit record. That's it. We're not bells and buzzers and all that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. I have to be who I am. But I have to at times think about, what am I saying here? Am I going to say something that offends people? Everything you say today offends people. But, I grew up and they told me to put my big boy pants on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you have to watch that today. But I do have children in people's homes watching this, too. People sent me videos of 4 or 5 year old going, hey, they had a gangster hat on and he was doing his thumb. People are mimicking me. So I have to think about that I don't, lead somebody astray or have somebody doing something they shouldn't do. So let me say this, because I want to get this out here if I don't say nothing else tonight. This is my third channel. My first channel, GA Gambler, the last month before they deleted my channel 4.5 years ago, I had 1,100 subscribers in 1 month. The last month, that's how fast it was going. I'd probably be 40 or 50,000 now. Doing the same thing I'm doing now. I tried to have 2 channels, Facebook and YouTube. What happens, and for anybody that's going to do 2 gambling channels, think it out really good. Now, it's one thing if you do a gambling channel and a chat channel, but gambling channels are not cheap. My channel's not cheap to do, and to try to put content up on both. After about a month or 2, I found myself doing the YouTube, but lagging behind on Facebook. So now I just throw up reveals on Facebook every once in a while just to keep a footprint there. But, you know, I couldn't afford to do both, and time consuming. It's very time consuming. But let me say this. I'm monetized. I think all of y'all are monetized. I want you to read your AdSense agreement, your YouTube agreement, because I've heard some little bit of people maybe giving some information. And don't go by anything the gambler says. Go read and you see what it says for yourself. YouTube owns my videos. Okay. Now I can share that anywhere. TikTok, Facebook, you know, you name the platform, Instagram, I can share it. And y'all know what a share is. You click on, you're looking through a portal, you can't subscribe, you can't comment, you can't like. YouTube really wants you to just share it on YouTube. But that's why links don't work very well on Facebook to go to YouTube and stuff. I found it better just to say my name, the Gambler After Dark channel on YouTube, than to put a link up. I used to have pages of links with one click on it, and I think that was me checking it. And I deleted all that. I streamlined, I deleted a lot of stuff. But on my other channel that was doing so good, 1,000 views in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 8,000 views a day, all kind of crazy stuff. If you post a video, okay, and I have it in my video manager, okay, and I post it to YouTube, that same video. Now, keep in mind, I made it in a video app, not on YouTube. I post that same exact video onto Facebook. I have just violated my AdSense contract. Okay. I hear people talking about double dipping and I can put this in there. Now, hold on.
Yeah, I don't.
Not share. Now, if Slot Sister does a live, and I would be doing this if I was Slot Channel Lives, and you can do this with scratching channels too. On Friday night, on Monday, I would do a best of, and I'm not going to call it that, but I'd take out some clips from that live. Now you can take clips from that live and post it on YouTube or another platform. You know what I mean? You get 2 for the price of 1. You can do that, but it's video entirety. YouTube owns that once you upload it. Okay. Now, and right now, none of y'all know if y'all violated anything. I got woke up one morning 4 years ago by an email, and it's a no reply, by the way, famous YouTube. The video in question has violated our community standards, alcohol, firearms, and cigarettes. Hell, I don't know, something like that. Are you ready for this? The video in question was 7 months old. Okay, I want y'all, you know, a lot of people think if they get a community strike, it's from yesterday, last week, 7 months old. Okay, I went and looked at it. They took the video down, but they give you a window to look at it, and you get a paragraph to say, why, in case this happens to you, I don't do, and there's nothing wrong with the video. Okay, that day, okay, the next morning I wake up and I'm getting texts from people. Gambler, what happened to your channel? They came back the next day on a video that was 6 months old and gave me 2 strikes. In 2 days from video 6 and 7 months, I got 3 strikes and my channel was gone.
Wow.
Gone. Okay. And I'm doing nothing different today. Now, keep in mind, back then, the algorithm, the computer, boom and bang, or if you said the word gun or anything like that, they would give you a strike. Used to with, and y'all know now, because I'm sure a couple of y'all, I don't know if Slot Sister has dealt with this, a copyright strike is a slap on the wrist now. Back then, you couldn't upload for a week. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as a regular strike. It was very serious. It's nothing now. But I just want people to be aware of, if you post something to YouTube, even if it's wrong and you immediately delete it, they'll tell you it's out there. They can still give you a strike for a deleted video. So be careful. There was a channel, and I want to say his name was Millionaire Scratcher, 30,000 subscribers, 30,000. He was posting on Facebook. They took his monetization away because he was putting the same videos up. So I'm just saying, be careful with what you post. You can share it anywhere, but you know, if you take clips and all that from one of your lives, you're okay. But in its entirety, remember, YouTube, you know, it's like renting your house out to 2 families and the second family shows up, you know. Yeah. That's basically, so I just wanted to get that out there. Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good, because I'm actually not monetized. I'm at 1,550 subscribers as of today. Today's YouTube live was extremely successful, but and I'm sorry, I don't want to go off topic, but like with lives, I've found that that's what people seem to like, that my videos nobody likes, but the lives, I have so much fun doing them too. And
oh yeah,
I think the reason why, and this is what I kind of found, and I'm just looking at this as a viewer. Okay. A live stream, you don't know what's going to happen. And the whole thing is people want to interact. They want to watch. They want to feel special, kind of thing like that. You know what I mean? And they really want to connect and stuff. And videos are great, I think. You know, like I'll do, like we did the 5 different hot dog runs. Like we went to 5 different places in New York City for hot dogs. It ended up being like 2.5 hours long. Now, I don't expect somebody, I want to make a video and what they call is evergreen. That's always going to be able to be viewed and stuff like that from here on out. And it doesn't have like a timely thing. You know, it's going to always be there. So I took that, cut it down to make a shorter video. That video, the shorter video, doesn't have anything near the live streams of that same thing.
Sure.
And it's because, you know why? People can go like this. They go, and they fast forward and they fast forward and they fast forward to what they want to see. And so that's why you're not going to get as many and stuff like that. I found that, I mean, I walk around New York City. I see the sites, do things like that. And live streams are the way to go. I feel.
Oh, they're the funnest. They're exhilarating.
Most fun.
Let me give you 2 words for a live stream, and I think y'all will agree with this. It's like a beautiful perfume or the first kiss.
Yeah,
They're exhilarating.
Yes.
It's different. And I when I'm doing my live streams, my first thing I think about is my viewers and stuff. I respect my viewers. I am there for them.
Yes.
And yes, I do this for myself because I enjoy it, but I have to think about them, and that's the whole thing. And I'm there, and like, you know, I of course want to share people out, but you know, I want to make sure within that first 5 minutes, or 10 minutes or whatever it is, they're all coming in. I'm going to say as hi to as many people as I can, pay attention to them. They are the most important. They came here for me, you know, and I have to respect that. So I say, hi, how you doing? You know, tell them about myself, what we're doing that day, and we go on and we move throughout the day. And then if I do want to share people out that are coming into the chat, say it's Slatsa Ben, or say it's, you know, Lucky, or whoever is in there, I will then shout them out. But first thing I got to do is talk about, they came here for me, so I better give them what they want, is kind of how I view it. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's a very big thing. I watch some channels that within the first 30 seconds, they're saying, check out somebody else's video. That's great. I'm all for that. Share it out, raise people up, right? But they came there for you. Don't send them away, is what I say. Give them you. They came here for you. So do respect their wishes.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to invite you guys, each of you, back to a part 2 to this level up. We're at the 45-minute mark. And I want to address some amazing questions that came through in the chat, if you don't mind. Lots of fans like, we're at 45 minutes already.
Holy cow.
So I want to invite you back for a second part to this live streaming basics, part 2, and interject with some questions that are coming in from the chat. Wolfgang Production 7 has had some amazing questions, and I want to invite you, Wolfgang Production 7, please join the Level Up chat group on Facebook so that we can get you connected with another creator that works on the iPads. I see that most of your questions are related to what to do on the iPad, and I have learned myself that it's a little different than streaming using other devices. So please join the Level Up Facebook group and definitely get that question out there so we can connect you with other creators that are using iPads. Additionally, you guys touched on it a bit, and that was the interaction and engagement of the audience. I want to do a part 2 series of this panel to address just solely the audience, the chat, the whole element of engaging your audience, only because, would you agree that that is absolutely critical to the success of your live streams?
Amen.
100%.
For me, it's 100%.
Yeah.
It's like 1,000% for real.
Yeah,
It really is.
It is the most important thing for the live stream.
Yes.
And
so
it
I
helps
definitely
me.
want to do a whole 1 hour, just a 1 hour panel on just the engagement. Gambler After Dark does an amazing job following the chat. And I don't even know how he's scratching, entertaining, and still chatting with us all.
Yeah, the scratching and doing that's got to be so hard.
We want to tap into that. Slots and Daniel, and you have been able to do a storm watch and engage your audience in an actual storm.
Yeah, you can walk down a pothole. That'd be it.
I'm amazed I can walk and talk and do things, and I'm in the middle of the big city, and people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine."
Well, leave me alone.
I love it. I love it. So if I can ask you a couple of questions that came in from the chat group. Some of the individuals were discussing how to use their live streams to gain subscribers. I think it was Wolfgang Productions that states that he has viewers in his live stream that don't end up subscribing.
Listen,
so what's your suggestion for that?
I'm going to tell you, you got to do your 5-second ad.
Okay? Exactly.
I mean, I look at my, analytics, and it says, I think it's like 45% are actually subscribed to me. I don't know, 55 or not. But what you got to do, and that's great. Actually, you want that because
really good.
You want to be
potential new friends.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to go say, I actually do this. And I say, okay, guys, here's my 5-second little ad. Everybody ready? And then I go into my little thing. If you're here, you like me, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You'll know when I go live. And then I give my little spiel of how many times do I go live, and always over deliver and under promise and over deliver, honey. Don't promise something you can't. But yeah. I always do that. I always do the little 5-second, subscribe to my channel. If you don't ask, why should they?
Yeah, that's a constant, and I've sent emails to YouTube. Yeah, I think we probably all have. One thing I'd like to see YouTube change, and they've gotten better. They've changed some rules that piss people off, but then after it filtered in, like really, I think to go live to ask for 1,000 is not too much, but everybody worked around that. And, I didn't ever want to say that because it would upset some young or some new channels and stuff. Cause I think you got to get your base built up so you can have people come to your live. But I wish YouTube would fix it where when you clicked on to subscribe to a channel, it automatically put the bell on. You got all the
yeah.
And you had to take the bell off. Because what happens, a lot of people will subscribe to you. And like I said, if Sister Slot sends a Sister Slot, Slot Sister sends 10 new friends. I don't like the word subscriber. I believe they're friends. 10 new friends to my channel, but only 2 put the bell on. The other 8, I feel good because I see my numbers are a little higher, but they don't mean nothing because they're never going to see a video. They're never going to see a live. I only gain 2. So, the key is that bell. I could get people to click on, because I got over 100 trolls that come to my channel every day and they're subscribed and have the bell on. So if I could get the people that weren't trolls, because they want to come over and tell me everything I did wrong and,
And then you say, thank you for the view.
Yeah, that's what I do. They're all views. They all count. So thank you.
Don't engage. I made that mistake a month ago.
Yeah, I don't speak to no trolls, and I've told my moderators we don't debate with them. I have a say and turn the TV off and the gambler on. We're not over here talking about politics, the pandemic, any of that. Because it's all about fun.
The Slot Drop says the trolls make you money.
Yep, they do.
No,
in essence, that's true.
Yeah, it's very true. And like I said, so don't worry about like the numbers, but just be aware that, here's the thing. I look at the analytics, and at first I was like, I don't understand them, but YouTube gives you so much information. Corporations, companies pay big money, and this is given to you for free. Utilize it. It shows you a lot. It tells you who is coming in new and who is coming in returning. that is a very big key analytic to look at.
Amen.
Definitely. Lots have been on the TikTok world. What are some of the things that you do to engage your audience? You have a huge audience on the TikTok. I think I was in a stream with 2,000 plus, or I think it was actually 3,000 plus audience.
Yeah.
Viewers.
Yeah, thanks. Look, and I've been really open. That's one of my things too, guys, about live streaming is I'm extremely honest and no filter. And I don't talk about, like Gambler said, I don't talk about politics or anything like that. And someone actually made a crypto comment the other day, and I said something off the cuff, and another person messaged me off to the side and asked my advice about a cryptocurrency. And I'm like, no. I said, no. I said, I will not give you financial advice. But it's I forgot what I was saying on that one. I just thought about how horrible that was. No, but like it's a lot of people, and I just try to read the chat, because with slot machines, it's for me very easy to do the chat, and because I just push the button. And that's it. And I keep an eye, and there's going to be a bell that's going to go off if something, hits.
That's it.
This morning, though, it was a really good thing, because I was playing this Three Piggies game. I forget the name exactly, but it was a lot of fun. The game was so much fun, and I hit all these bonuses, but I was able to look at the chat and kind of watch the game, and we were just laughing, and I was riffing off of the chat, and people that were talking smack, I was telling them, oh, this and that. And with TikTok, there is a lot of smack talk, and it's the same thing. Bet more, leave the machine. Where are you at? You're not this, you're not that. And you know what? Whatever, who cares? A lot of people will defend you if they like what you're doing. TikTok audience is great for that. They will stick up for you. But you're going to get hate, and you just got to take it. I've only once taken it home, and I took it home on the way home, and like the drive, and I was so pissed for like an hour. And then I'm like, wait a minute, who is this person? This person doesn't know me.
Call somebody else to talk you off the ledge.
Right? I'm like, this guy freaking said this.
You're like, you're not talking off the ledge. It's getting deep, man.
But look, it's all about the chat for me. It is. I mean, today I was actually a little worried because Gambler, you said don't do the giveaways. I did 2 giveaways last 2 weeks, but this week I wasn't, and I was really nervous that only a few people were going to come to the live, but it was a huge live today for him. There was like 118 people, and I was so happy and so excited about that. And the energy from the chat is where I get my,
absolutely
my stilo, like I just feed off that, and I just have fun with it. And you got to have fun. You have to have fun. If you're not having fun doing live streams, forget it. Don't do it.
Exactly. Right. No, but the giveaway, the thing I said about the giveaway is in your very first live. An established channel doing giveaways is great. And I learned this after 4 years of doing giveaways. Nobody used to do any more than me, and I've cut way back. I used to think the giveaways was draw people to my channel. Totally wrong. No. It is for my loyal supporters. That's who it's for, my loyal supporters. Once I realized that, I cut it back and made them bigger, because I wasn't doing as many. But I'm talking about a brand new channel, your first live stream or two. Stay away from giveaways, slot pulls, group mixes. Just do something for yourself so you can relax. There's, if I lose for the gambler, there's no pressure. If I got some money from you, there's pressure. And that's what I was talking about with a new channel. But giveaways are great when you do them right. And, like I said, I've had $500 winners on my channel for channel members, and I really appreciate that. Let me say this, and I need to go, and I'll let y'all finish this up. Thank you. First of all, I have not been able to, I'm on my phone. I've not been able to see the chat, so I apologize to anybody. I seen Chris and Lou said a real nice comment there. Thank you for that. I really appreciate the gambling community. I like to use the word gambling community because I've told us if we're pitching pennies, if we're playing bingo, slots. I was a big sports gambler, and I don't do that no more at all, but because of the lottery. But any kind of gambling, we're all one family. And the huge crossover we've seen in the last 6 or 8 months that I started pushing about almost a year ago, I really, really appreciate it. I go over to slot channels, and I see people from my channel and other scratching community there, and vice versa. my live tonight or my premiere tonight, there was 8 or 10 slot channels in the chat. I really, really appreciate that. I've got close to 25 slot channel that are members of my channel. That's 5th or 6th of my channel membership. I never thought I'd have that. I thought, I might get 4 or 5 to join my channel over here. So I'm real appreciative of that, because I believe that's how we grow the community. It's not us versus them. There's fun in both. And, the only way to meet new people, really, you see people and you see their comments, but it's really to go to a live. That's when you start to see personalities and you learn a lot from people. I've become attached to a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Through the internet, you know what I'm saying? And I know all of y'all will agree with that. There's people on your channel. I'll give one tonight that just showed up, Preston Thomas. I ain't seen him in about 2 weeks. I see him over at all the slot channels, and then I see him over at my channel. And his channel member, and I ain't seen him in 2 weeks. I was worried about him. You know what I'm saying? You get attached to these people online, that you get that friendship. And I've been real fortunate to meet, 24, 50 people, whatever, that have come and met me here in Georgia, live in Georgia, passing through and stuff. And, some of us will never, ever meet, but you get that online relationship, and that's real important. And I appreciate you doing this tonight, Slot Sister. And I enjoyed Yang and Ben. Y'all had some great points. I'm learning from all of y'all. I watch all of y'all and I learn. And sometimes now I will sit in the background and I won't chat, because I'm just watching what's going on. So you never know when the gambler might pop up. But thank you, Slot Sister, for doing this tonight. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here, Gambler. You have had great advice for all of us.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came on board, you were one of the first 3 to reach out. And so we really appreciate you, Gambler, and appreciate you being here on the Level Up series tonight.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to check out, but y'all have a great night and love y'all.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye,
Good
Gambler. He is just amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you guys. So we were just talking about the advice to give to the new streamers that are coming on. Of course, we've all had those technical difficulties. I had them in one of my, I think it was a girls' night out stream. It was a huge technical difficulty. I had to push it over to a members only video for other reasons, but I'm so glad, because I had so many difficulties that night. How do you guys handle that pressure?
And you want to take it?
I just kind of like let it roll. Like my gimbal will just decide to have a mind of its own, because that's what I use to, like, some people have selfie sticks and stuff or whatever, but I use a gimbal. And sometimes it starts to, like, it's supposed to be balanced, and it's like, whoa, now we're all like, I don't know, this is like a bad Batman movie or something, and it's like, you just kind of have to roll with it. When you have technical difficulties, they kind of laugh it off. Or there's times I hit the button and instead of it being this way, it goes vertical. It's like all technical and stuff, but you just laugh it off. And then they're like, oh yeah, Ann just drunk again or something, they'll say. And I'll be like, yeah, it happens, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I have technical problems every live stream. I'm by myself, and I have a tripod that it seems to just always collapse on me no matter what. Every time I set it down. Today, I forgot to put my Wi-Fi on, and I was blaming it on the casino. I'm like, this place sucks. Meanwhile, it was my fault. I totally forgot.
You have no idea how many times I do that. Yeah. I have to turn my Wi-Fi off when I live stream because I'm outside, and every time I walk by, like here we have like Wi-Fi things outside where you can catch a Wi-Fi signal, but then it's like, then you lose it, and then you catch it, and then then it's like a mess. So it's like, I got to turn it off. And there's so many times I don't turn it off. I'm like, oh my God, hang on a minute, guys. Let me fix this. Yeah. Let me get my stuff together.
And you know what? That's actually perfect and that's what I tell people in the live stream. I'm like, oh, this tripod. Oh my God, this tripod. And some people get it, and the others just brush it off. And the ones who get it are going to love you to death. And the other ones are going to be like, what's he talking about? I'm talking about my tripod. What do you think I'm talking about? Things like that. And you're going to have technical problems. And you have to let it roll. You have to let it roll.
I agree. Funny.
Oh my goodness. These were tremendous advice points for all of these streamers, the new streamers, the basics of live streaming. This was amazing tonight. We're going to come to a close, but I really do want to extend that invitation for a part 2. I'll connect with you guys because I really want to dive into the deep interaction with the chat, with the audience, with your subscribers and supporters. That's huge for streamers on all the platforms. So I really want to dive into it and kind of get to the nitty gritty in a 1 hour stream on that. I think that would be
For sure.
Great for creators. Awesome. So if you guys don't mind coming back in for a part 2 of the Level Up series.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Let's do that. We'll connect and get that together. Yeah. For those of you that are in the chat, we so appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We are going to address those questions that you are asking tonight. We will make sure to get them written down and address them on our part 2 panel, because there were some really great questions that came out of the chats tonight. We appreciate you guys for being in the chats. Ange, she has an amazing channel that gives us a glimpse. I'm on California time, so I love your New York views, and I'm watching your videos all the time. Slots of Ben agrees. We love you.
Yes,
we love your videos.
Thank you. Well, I don't know. I just do what I do. But I got to tell you guys both have great energy. And you guys know, I like say that I'm not a gambling channel, but I like to gamble. So I love watching the other streams and seeing all the different things, especially people out on the West Coast. You guys get games that we don't have. And I'm jealous as hell when I see them.
I hear that. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it'd be like Dragon Link here, Dragon Link everywhere.
No, we get Dragon Link, but then you guys have like these I don't even know the names of them. And I'm like, where's that at? Like, we'll get it maybe, I don't know, 8-10 months down the line, and it might show up at some casino, who the hell knows where. And it's like, I swear to God, we don't get them the same way. I don't know if the casinos here are cheaper in leasing them or what the deal is, but when they get a new game, it's like a rare occurrence. Like there's only some, and over here they're changing ownership like they're changing underwear. I don't know what's going on.
That's happening in Vegas too.
Yeah, actually, I bet it is because we're so close to Vegas. Like they got it.
Absolutely.
No, I didn't even think about that till right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Atlantic City, but that's like not even close.
AC, come on, they feel rounders there. All right.
I love it. Okay, you guys, if one of my moderators could please drop the links to Ange and her channel, as well as Slots of Ben and his channel. I want to make sure that we all connect with this energy, because they're talking about our energy. We each feel like everybody brings so much energy on this panel tonight. You guys have high energy. I love it. I was so excited about this panel because I'm like, this high energy panel is like absolutely amazing. It's like I'm like a kid in a candy store right now.
I know. When I heard it was Slots of Ben, I'm like, woo!
I was the same with Ange. That's cool.
This is amazing. And then Slots of Ben, you have cornered the market on the TikTok industry, and you've given out so much advice to so many channels. One, I appreciate you for that, because we are a huge community. There's a lot of channels coming in, and some people are just lost when they jump in. So I really appreciate that you reach out and help the community, as both of you have, to just give your advice and shout outs and all of that support you've given.
That's really cool of you to say. Thank you. And I'm going to say this because I know a lot of people are going to watch this. I do not feel that about myself. I jumped on TikTok early, and I have kind of grown in my, what I make and create on TikTok as it's grown as well. And I've seen so many new channels come into TikTok, and I've taken courses on how to do videos and with hashtags and when to post, what time, how many to post. Guys, please feel free to reach out to me through my channel and or Instagram. And yeah, if you guys need help with something, please let me know. You know, I can tell you what I know, and that's all I know.
Exactly. Same here.
And you guys all know that you can find support on the Level Up group on Facebook. We really want to push you there because it allows us to communicate, chat with one another, and really bounce ideas off one another in a platform that's safe. I myself am inviting a few more moderators to moderate the group as it continues to grow, but we make sure that we try to keep the riffraffs out so that we can focus on the creator questions. So the Level Up group on Facebook, definitely, it'll be in the link description on this video. Definitely jump over. Let's use that as a platform so that we can bounce ideas off each other and grow. And wow, you guys, as we end, we should probably end as I could do this for hours more. I want to thank each of you for being here. I appreciate you. And I look forward to part 2 of this panel.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And I'm so sorry, but I want to be part of your Level Up moderator group. Get me in there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Go ahead.
And I hope Joanne feels the same because she's about to get an invite for moderation.
Well, thank you, Slot System, for putting this together, because I think this is insanely important, because when you start out, you don't know anything, and you literally are building it brick by brick by a little piece of stone yourself, and it's really hard, and it's a lot to navigate and stuff. Yeah. And I am just like a dog with a bone. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find it. I'm going to learn. I'm going to teach myself and stuff. And if we can share anything, I think that's great.
And we appreciate you guys. And that is exactly what the Level Up is about. Creator support. We strictly want to support the creators and connect creators with other creators across all the niches. So any last parting words as we say our farewells this evening?
Yo, Ange.
I don't have anything, but like, you guys keep doing you.
Yeah. Awesome, you guys. I so appreciate you guys being here, and each of you in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I invite you to come back next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And let's level up, y'all. Let's keep it going. Appreciate you guys.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming in.